What is going on, everybody? It's Eric. My Top Shot name is Nifty Sports. I'm back with another Top Shot video number 20. Thanks for coming back. In this video, we're going to go over a few things. I'm really excited to roll out the Lamelo Ball moment. I'm going to do a moment review. It just hit the marketplace about an hour ago. Second, after that, we are going to speculate, and I'm going to let you know what I believe your odds of pulling a finals pack are in both Q1 and Q2. I'm not going to go with the general Q, but I've calculated some numbers and I'm going to geek out based on what and then there were four collector score requirements were, what the finals legendary collector score requirements are, and how many people that I anticipate being in priority Q1, priority Q2, and therefore what your odds are. The whole thing that sparked this video is one of my followers commented on one of my videos saying, hey, do you think it's worth spending an extra $400 to up my collector score so that I can get into either priority Q1 or priority Q2? I forgot, for this legendary pack drop. And my answer to them was, well, it depends. It depends on where you're at financially. I can't give financial advice, but I'll let you know, what your odds are. So if you think spending $400 or $500 or whatever it takes for you to get into that collector score just for the lottery to get into the finals pack is worth it, then you go ahead and go for it. If not, then at least this will give you some information and some solid data and speculation on what your chances are anyways, because I'll just give you a hint. The chances are pretty low on the legendary pack, no matter what your collector score is. So it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to play the lottery if your collector score is not there already. And I will get into detail on that in this video. Lastly, so that I don't waste your time, but if you do stick around to the end, I made some huge personal moves in my collection today that I'm excited to share with you. If it's something that you're interested in, stick around till the end, and I will let you know my strategy as to why I moved two of my top moments and purchased two more moments today. And one of them was a big one. So I'm really excited about that moment, and I'm going to keep that one in my collection for a very long time. So let's get right into it here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. I will get back to you on the comments. I do weekly giveaways on moments. I like to either give you a moment that is from your favorite team or a moment that's going to be just good for your collection in general. So if you haven't done it before in one of my other videos, drop your Top Shot name in the comments section along with your favorite team, and you'll be put into the runnings for my future giveaways. I'll either do it on the live stream of my priority Q1 or on my on my legendary finals pack drop if I actually end up getting to rip a pack. So if you've done it already, I've already followed you on Moment Ranks. You don't need to comment again. But if you haven't, left me your Top Shot name and favorite team yet, go ahead and do that and subscribe. And thank you so much for your support, everyone. I really appreciate it. It's been great interacting with y'all. Okay, so the Lamelo Ball moment here. The Lamelo Ball moment is going for 1,150 right now. It is an epic moment, full court underhand pass. I really wish I would have gotten this moment as a Rookie of the Year pack delivery. I did not. So the luck was not in my favor this time around. So I'm hoping to save that luck for the legendary finals pack coming up on Thursday. Let's take a look at some of the data here. 327 people still have not opened it. So that's going to see, we're going to see who, what new mint numbers start to come out and stuff like that. There are 43 for sale, 138 not for sale, and I just refreshed it. So 318 people have not opened their packs yet. Okay, this was delivered in a pack in the pack section of your collection if it was awarded to you. So I made another video as to what your exact odds of getting this were. Go ahead and check out that video if it's something that you're interested in. Okay. We'll go to the sales and see what's been popping on it. 1,300, 1,250, 1,055, 999, 995. 995 is the lowest so far. 1900 is the highest. 1900 was the first one that dropped. If you click over here to the MGLE moments, LeBron's going for $18.99 at the lowest ask. The current lowest ask is 1100. So the top Lamelo, the very first one ever sold, went for 1900, which is more than LeBron, and then it's dropped significantly down to 1100 now. I expect the price to come down a little bit more throughout the rest of the night, but let's monitor it. As of now, it's the second highest MGLE in Series 2, and it's sitting right in between LeBron and KD, and KD's was his epic, alley-oop off the backboard moment, with the Nets. So we will jump into now. What are your odds? Let me know. Actually, also let me know if you got a LaMelo Ball moment. Congratulations if you did. I'm bummed that I didn't get one, but I'm happy for you if you got one. So if you got one, congratulations. Now we're jumping into the speculation odds of what your chances are to get the legendary pack on Thursday. And I think this is the most important part of the video because it really affects, everyone, and it affects maybe even your financial decisions as to whether or not you want to spend money on your collection to boost that collector score for the odds. Okay. Like I said, what spurred this video was one of my followers commented and said, hey, do you think I should spend $400 to boost my collector score in order to qualify for one of the pack drop priority queues? And I said this to them. I said, I can't really give you financial advice. I don't know what your situation's like, but here's your chances of getting a legendary pack if you're actually in there, which it's low. So I'll break down the numbers for you. I've already geeked out on them. I made my projections based on and then there were 4 queue lines, and that was the first time they had ever done queues. So I feel pretty good about, I'm being in a decent ballpark for these projections. Like, don't take my word for it, but the logic behind it, I think, makes sense. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you agree. All right. So here it is. Again, 13,000 in order to qualify for priority Q1. Okay, right here. And you'll see that my score dropped significantly. I'll get into that. Hint, I sold some cool cats. Hint, I sold LaMelo Ball cool cat yesterday. It was the biggest sale that I've ever had on this platform, along with another one. So I'll let you know why after the end of this, but I want to get into the numbers for you guys first. So priority Q1, you need 13,000. I'm still hanging on by 400. So I'll be in priority Q1. Priority Q2, you need 8,000, right? The packs are very limited. You get 640 packs in Q1. You get 320 packs in Q2. Okay. And I'm taking my data from an email that was sent out after and then there were 4 giving us the data on the percentages of getting a pack, right? So on July 16th, if you check your emails from Top Shot, they apologize for making a very small error. They said that they're giving 250 courtesy packs away, not giving away, but giving people an opportunity to buy 250 courtesy packs that missed out in Q1 and Q2. So I took all this data from that email directly from Top Shot, right? What they said in that email is that you had a 17.5639% chance to get a pack in Q1, okay? There were 2,000 packs distributed. That means with those numbers, there were 11,387 eligible, as you see here, at a 10,000 collector score. That went up obviously to 13,000 for this legendary pack drop. Subsequently on queue number 2, right? We're looking at queue number 2, that same exact email. They said that your odds were a 6.9964% chance of getting and then there were 4 rare pack if you were in Q2, and that's 2,000, right? So that was a 5,000 point collector score in order to qualify, right? So, there were 28,000 people 28,586 based on those calculations that were in priority Q2, or at least had that collector score of 5,000 for that drop that were eligible, right? So obviously the general queue was way less, and I don't have the numbers or data for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to translate those numbers by making projections to how many people are going to qualify based on their collector scores for this legendary drop this Thursday. Okay. Going back to the legendary drop. Okay. The drop one, priority Q1, will be at 10 a.m. on Thursday. You need a 13,000 point score. And based on my projections for priority Q1, okay, I wish I had a big graphic, but I'm not super fancy on the YouTube yet. I'm going to end up putting in graphics and, visuals and stuff, later on in future videos, but bear with me for now. I'm just going to talk it out with you. Okay. They increased the collector score by 30%. So 10,000 original collector score and then there were 13,000 for legendary pack. That's a 30% increase in collector score. What I did is I am assuming that only 75% of the people with a 10,000 collector score decided to bump it up to a 13,000 collector score, or already had it, right? So some people don't want to, spend money to increase that collector score. I've heard, from people out there that, they're getting too pricey or they're getting too high on the collector scores in order to, risk it for the biscuit on the pack. So I completely understand that. And, to be honest with you on this one, I agree. So I'm assuming that 75% of the people that had the 10,000 collector score are going to have the 13,000 collector score. With that, the number comes down from 11,300 to 8,540 is the number that I'm using as an estimate for who's going to be qualifying with that 13,000 score. 8,540. Get here, last time there were 2,000 packs. This time there's only 640 packs. So what I did is I took the 640 packs, divided it by the 8,540 estimated qualified, and that puts you at a 7.5% chance to get a legendary pack in Q1. Super low odds, right? So like I said, if you don't already have a 13,000 and you got to spend a lot of money to get to that priority Q1, just know that even if you do get in, I'm guessing that it's going to be around a 7.5% chance. Okay. And that, it could be better, it could be worse, but it's not going to be much better. And I don't think it's going to be much worse. So that's what I'm saying. We'll see where these numbers shake out. These are just my personal projections and speculation. Okay. Moving past that, I'm going to get to priority Q2 because this was actually a huge increase from priority Q2 in the rare pack drop, going from 5,000 to 8,000 collector score to qualify was a 60% increase in your collector score. Okay. And what I did here is I said that people who had a 5,000, I'm making the assumption that people who had that 5,000 score in order to go up to the 8,000 score is going to drop by 50%. There's a 60% increase in score. I'd say the number, because there's more money on the line, there's more of an increase in your collector score. It's more of the total proportion of your entire collection is going to drop 50%. So instead of 28,000 eligible for that queue, I'm guessing that there's going to be 14,000, maybe a little bit more. If there was 11,000 in the, the 10,000 drop, maybe there's a little bit more, but hey, again, there's only 320 packs in Q2, right? So, I'm probably being conservative on this, and your odds are probably going to be maybe even a little bit worse. I don't know. I mean, just talking it out loud here, I would say that there might be a little bit more than 14,000. So what I'm doing here anyways, is I'm taking that 320, I'm dividing it by 14,293, which was half of what's available for that last pack drop. and it's a 2.24% chance. So if you got to spend a bunch of money to get your collector score up to that 8,000, just know that your odds are probably, safely going to say, even if I'm off by double, which I don't see happening, your odds are going to be much less than 5%. So keep that in mind. I hope that's helpful for all of you in, making your decisions on whether or not you're going to spend money to get that collector score up to go into this pack, because trust me, I'm not a person who likes to spend money on my collector score just for the heck of it. I like to add moments to my collection that I want to keep long-term. That's just my strategy. And if I wasn't in the 13 range, I would not have, spent much more than $100 or $2 to get myself into priority Q1 or 2. So that is that. Let me know what you think. Okay, so lastly, moving into my moves for the day, I was hoping to get that Lamelo. I was looking this weekend, and I realized that there's only a couple more drops, that the odds are going to be very low in order to get these legendary packs, but I still wanted to keep the score at 13,000. So I said, hey, I think the demand for the Lamelo Ball Cool Cats is going to go down when this release is released on the MGLE, right? There's 2,900 moments. It's still a great perk to have because it gets you into, the queues for the rest of the season 2 or series 2 rather. So there's still going to be a little bit of demand for it, but after the playoff packs, I think it's going to drop a little bit. I'm going to ditch my Lamelo right now, and then eventually I'm going to buy back into that Lamelo when it drops a little bit, so that I want to be in the Cool Cats Lounge. I haven't heard much about that lately, but I'd like to be in the Cool Cats Lounge this summer, just to get some more info and get to know the community a little bit better. So I think it'd be cool to be a Cool Cats master set holder. I've been a master set holder multiple times, but now I finally have sold my Lamelo Ball, sold it for $13.99. It's the highest sale that I've done on this platform so far. I was happy with that price. I think it's going to come down pretty significantly after the Cool Cats perk kind of goes away. So I got rid of that at a profit. I earned that reward in the Master Challenge. And then I also sold my Luka Doncic at a heavy loss. I got $539 for it. Okay. So I built up my Dapper balance, to a couple grand, and I added 2 moments that I plan on keeping for a very long time in my collection and that I'm super pumped on, that I'll show to you right now. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I do plan on buying a legendary pack if I get that, but most of my buying from now on is just going to be from Dapper, right? So I'm going to move moments, I'm going to trade up, and then I'll, buy where I see fit. But I'm going to try to use Dapper to build up this collection as much as possible, right? So here they are. Oh, here we go. Here's my collection, NFTYsports, NFTYsports. The big moment that I added today after selling the Lamelo Ball and the Luka Doncic Cool Cats moments is this moment that I am super pumped on. It's the LeBron James rare Western Conference Finals moment with the championship badge from last year. LeBron is obviously one of the greatest players of all time. He's one of the guys that I want to build my collection around. He's going to hold value, I think, really well long-term over Top Shot. I'm a Lakers fan. I want them to win the championship every single year, but who knows? The only sure thing is what's in the past, and they won the championship this year. It's got the championship badge. This moment is an epic alley-oop from Caruso. There are 999 in this set, but I'll show you right now that there are only about half of them distributed and the rest of them are in packs. So 490 out of those 999 are still hidden in packs. Rumor has it that they're going to get burned, and that this set is really going to have only about 500 active in circulation. So that was one of my main draws to getting this. moment. I picked it up from one of the whales. It was a whale that got this pack, and I'm the only person that's bought it since they ripped it from the pack. So Libruary is the person who I bought it from. And I noticed that they have a lot of moments on the market right now. So if you're a rare collector listening to this podcast or listening to this YouTube video, you may want to go over and check out his page, because there's some, it looks like he's selling a lot. So in this one, he actually undercutted the other guy. So go ahead and take a look at what he's selling if it's something that you're interested in. Lastly, before I get to this here, I made one more. Let me see here. Oh, that's the quickly got a little bit of a pump today. I have a quickly. I don't know why. There's 2 MGLE challenges left, I believe. CP3 and Damian Lillard. I have not heard any other ones. If you know what they're going to do with the unused MGLE moments that haven't been used in challenges, let me know. I'm curious. It's hard to keep up with everything in Discord. But this quickly has seen a little bit of a pump today. I think it was down at 260. Now it's up to 329. So maybe something's going on with it. I own this moment. I like this moment. I probably won't sell it unless it's a surefire bottleneck in a challenge. And then I'd probably buy it back again. So, yeah. So lastly, the other moment that I got was a moment that I've recommended on my video that you'll see, that you can check out on my page. It's a moment that I really like, that I hit on in my top off-season strategies video. I saw this Ja Morant moment dipping today. It dipped for, I think I picked it up for 118. I saw it as low as like 111 at one point, maybe even a little bit lower than that. It's just a sick alley-oop dunk. Ja Morant, one-handed alley-oop, just cranks it back, and it's a throwdown. I think it's the best dunk in the throwdown set, along with the Miles Bridges one. But there's 1,800 minted. It's a rare, and I picked it up for 118. So those are my 2 adds to my collection today. Thanks for watching. Again, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you got the Melo moment. Congratulations if you did. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about my moves. Let me know what you think about the projections that I made on the legendary pack drop. And if I don't see you before the legendary pack drop, I am live streaming Priority Q1 on Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.